This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Ready.
57 Mike. Let's go, D. Shift.
Hurts throwing right away. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ball at the 26, second and 7.
Here I come. Nice 57's mine.
Cowboy 80. Check it.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that. It's caught inside the 25.
Let's go.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. But first down, Hurts. Flushed out right. Again, that's Watkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go. Bronco 80.
Watch the boot. Mike 56.
Here's Hurts to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
From the 24, Smith being chased out left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
18, pioneer.
Check 50. Check.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now Gino on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown! Noah Fant from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Rig. 18 Rattler.
Throwing is Hurts.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
They still can't get him. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On second down and 4, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. Now Smith. Forced out to his left. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Got it. Ready?
Mike 17. Double dog. That's the way. 36.
They're going to run this with a tight end.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Let's go.
in your face.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
49, check 49, check 49.
Ready?
A carry here for the big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions.
Hurts. Buying time to his left. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Smith on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Smith. This is the tight end fan.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and have that what he did after the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Pull it together. 17's Mike. Mike 17. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Out of the gun, Smith. An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Danny. Watch the edge.
From the red zone now, Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
17.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Myers' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith 59 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, and it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Throwing on second. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. A late turnover, so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Flush to his right. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there at finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group. And
touchdown! Quez Watkins, 74 yards. And the Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Back to throw. And this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. He's got the 1st down and more. Down the right sideline. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll run with Sanders, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just... This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First play, and Heineke looking to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge this secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, tight.
To throw is Heineke. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Smith. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
We got him. We got him.
Set up. Viking 18.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
79 Broncos.
All you get is a headache. Back, back, back.
On first down, it's Smith. Forced out to his left. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Geno. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. It's caught, Lockett. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Ready, go.
Geno now to throw. On the move to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Japanese! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Yeah, I got you. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check three.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Heineke's throw complete to Dotson. On the move past the 40. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing. Heineke being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these are the situations that really tested defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Gets around him, and he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Heineke steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't
launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those two-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. Here we go.
Check smash, check smash.
On 1st and 10, Smith Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Gino. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Smith. He's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have come back to make it a 2-point game.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Gino's going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I know you felt that one.
Second down at 4.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Heineke to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On first and 10, it's Gibson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Heineke. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes left side. 30, 20. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go. Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Smith. Forced out to his left. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Viking 18. 18, Pioneer.
Here's Smith. Buying time. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jonathan Allen able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Heineke. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Finding space at the 40. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First down, Heineke. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing again, Heineke on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw is Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
I'm trying to take it to the house. Let's go for it. Let's go.
Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Pick it up, defense.
Here's Walker. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they will take a knee here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, Walker. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say